The tea grown in Scotland sells for around £2,000 per kilogram, and 80% of this year's harvest has already been snapped up by Asian clients, especially those in China. Chris Henry, manager of the wheat tea plantation, says growing tea in Scotland isn't the greatest job, with the high winds perhaps the biggest challenge.
You bring these on from nothing, from a seed, and then you watch them kind of grow and develop through time, like you do a child. They go from a baby right up as you watch them. These are basically my kids, because I have to look after them, make sure they're all right, make sure they're kind of growing the way they should. So you can relate to that kind of bringing up kids as your trees are the same kind of idea, if you like.
Currently, 10 growers are producing tea around the country, and by the end of this year, another 10 will have joined the newly founded Scottish Tea Growers Association. Owner of the wheat tea plantation, Tam O'Brien, sells 80% of the tea he grows to Asia, and in particular China, where the demand for white tea is driving growth. Despite the rapid demand for his tea, O'Brien has no plans to turn his back on the small-scale business model that he believes is essential to the taste of his tea.
No, we're not looking to make a Scottish tea bag. And we're not looking to out-Kenya. We're not looking to plant up the highlands with loads and loads of tea plants. It's about boutique, small, high-end, I think more along either the pharmaceutical or the jewellery industry, where what you've got is small and high value and highly polished and perfect.
On the Isle of Mull, the largest project is growing matcha tea, a type of refined green powdered tea originally from Japan. O'Brien, who is also an agriculture chemist specializing in finding ways to grow crops in the most difficult environments, is preparing to pick the first flush. Martin Gibson's corp once suffered extensive wind damage, but thanks to O'Brien, is now protected from high winds by cane fences.
The Isle of Mull itself is a wonderful place, but the weather has a lot to be handled, and particularly the wind. Now, our first crop of tea, over 50 plus plants, and they were doing quite well. We had quite high up on the hill. We thought that'd be nearer the sunshine, etc. It's a lot nearer the wind, and basically the leaves blew off.
The leaves picked will need to be rushed back to the factory to be steamed, dried, and crushed to produce the powdery matcha tea. O'Brien has big plans for his fledgling Scottish tea industry and would eventually like to link the network of 28 tea plantations across the country. He wants to create a tea tourism industry that he hopes could rival the popularity of Scotland's whisky distilleries. For CRI, this is Min Rui.